Warning: this is a comedy satire show. Nothing that we say here should be taken seriously. This show is filmed for entertainment purposes only. By continuing to listen or watch, you consent and understand what's about to happen. Enjoy the show.
Irish accent. Sexy or funny? Welcome back, everybody, to the Yanek show. Pew, 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 pew. Part number 1, debate club. In the next 20 minutes, we're going to be debating and discussing Irish accent. Sexy or funny? This week, oh no, it's not a guest, ladies and gentlemen, it's an expert on the topic, Kieran Lawless. Pew! Yes, man, Kieran Lawless. Irish accent, sexy or funny? Let's go.
Right, well, I mean, it's sexy, isn't it? It's sexy.
I don't know,
It can
bro.
only be sexy.
No.
I'll have you know that statistical analysis backs up my claims.
That's why we're having this conversation, because those people are wrong, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes,
I don't find it sexy
Irish
at all.
people have been voted as having the sexiest accents in the world.
Who voted that?
That is a
Irish people
fact.
voted that.
We are very fond of voting for ourselves. The reason we used to win Eurovision all the time is because enough of us spread around the rest of Europe and then just voted from other countries. Bulgaria have inexplicably given Ireland loads of points, and just a load of Bulgarians calling themselves Paddy. Just like, oh no, I'm Sophia born and bred. I don't know what you're talking about. No. Always been here via Kilkenny. That's it. So, and just to prove that we are, because we have also been voted, Irish men specifically, I don't want to throw shade on Irish women, but Irish men have been voted the ugliest men in the world. So we are the ugliest people with the sexiest accent, which is quite let me tell you, if I start a phone sex hotline, I am making it. Just a different picture, just some hot American guy on the fucking front, and then just me being like, "How are you, darling? How are you, mate? Oh, Jess, are you feeling hot there? Are you, darling? You're all right there. You're looking well. You're a sexy wee lass."
Jesus Christ. I feel sorry now, because I know that's the reason we have this topic, because I know that a lot of people voted Irish accent to be the sexiest, but I didn't know they voted Irishman least good looking, so I feel kind of bad now.
No. Well, I'll tell you actually, because we weren't voted the ugliest people in the world, but there is a dating website called beautifulpeople.com. And this is a dating... No, this is a dating website that is set up exclusively for attractive people. So you have to apply to get on.
No,
you have to send pictures. You have to send because you can't just go, oh, look, my picture is good looking. You have to be, oh, look at this. We're getting it up on the screen.
That's a real thing. Jesus Christ.
Why is there a lion?
Because lions are sexy. That's why there's lions.
But you're not beautifullions.com, it's beautifulpeople.com.
No, but it's...
Yeah, but tell me you wouldn't.
Look
at that lion and tell me you wouldn't.
Hold on.
Now,
Zoom
exactly.
in with the lion with the woman. She looks quite happy. Is that a woman? I can't see fucking these glasses. Let's have a look.
Is that a woman?
Look at
Is that a woman?
That looks so
if you can't tell a woman from 5 yards, I can't tell a woman from...
I want it to be an orange, bro, because of the Irish flag, okay? That's
Unless I'm on top of a woman, I can't tell whether she is one or not. That's the way Mike is.
I need to check down there, you know what I'm saying?
Let me touch you to see that you're a woman. I can't tell from this distance. That's how you work.
That's how I met my missus in a bar, you know? Let me touch you, see if you're a woman. Look,
and then you never let her go.
Why is she dressed like a fucking... Is that a snake on that woman's leg? You see that? What's happening with this website?
Oh my God,
This is what sex is now.
Something wrong with this website. This is like breathing between people and animals. Look, there's a snake on that woman's leg, and there's a lion. Is there more animals?
I think it's meant to be suggestive. I think the snake is meant to represent the male phallic symbol.
Okay.
Or it's meant to be a male phallic symbol.
A beautiful people.
It's like, look at this beautiful woman.
Okay, so
wouldn't you like your snake wrapped around her?
Okay, so Irish men were voted, or you mean they're not allowed on the website? You can pull it down.
So apparently, because you have to apply to be on this website, and then it's a dating website once you're on it.
Yeah.
And more Irish men are rejected than any other group.
Oh
Now, I found that out. It has to be said, because this is a very Irish thing as well, I think.
Okay.
I found that out because a couple of friends of mine applied to go on it as a joke.
Oh.
They were, lovely, normal people,
nice personalities.
No, very good looking people, but not like, oh, we're super modern.
Not like a lion.
So They weren't lion level people. They weren't, they were a solid zebra.
They were
But
snakes.
they were solid zebras,
Okay, in the middle. And somewhere in the middle, 50-50.
beautiful in a pack.
50-50, yeah, okay, somewhere in the middle.
But so they thought as a joke will apply to go on. So they put like loads of like faces.
Oh,
They were
no.
like, look at this, look at it. And they were like, we thought it would be funny. We thought it would be just a jokey thing to do. And then they reckon they got a rejection letter that was so heart-wrenchingly harsh. They only applied as a joke and still the rejection letter like hit them hard of like, you ugly losers, get the fuck away from our fucking site. We don't even want to receive an email from somebody as ugly as you.
Christ.
Right? If you were even trying to sell us Bitcoin, you would be too fucking ugly. Get away from us, right? They were like, yeah, so it wasn't funny in the end.
So they send you a letter as well. Jesus, that's
Well,
a harsh website.
I don't know. They emailed them. Whatever method of rejection
That website
was apparently harsh.
Do you think that website is run by English people?
I don't. I mean, it's a bold move. I mean, we live in England. I love English people, but it's a bold move for English people to turn around and go, do you know what we need to do? Have something exclusively for the pretty people. We need to exclude the uggos.
No,
from
they just created it. So they can just reject the Irish people.
yeah, maybe that is it.
Yeah,
know?
because they haven't done enough bad stuff during history.
Yeah.
That's why they're like, yeah, I know we're gonna teach them a lesson.
Do you know what it was? They kept losing out to Irishmen's sexy voice, and they thought we need to get away to exclude these
Okay.
sexy voices.
So hold on, you think that the Irish accent was voted number one? As like
There's loads of polls
Really?
about these things, but
Go
the
on.
Irish accent has definitely topped.
more than French and
Sir-
Italian and Spanish. Come on, come on.
Oh, I mean, I'm Irish. I, of course, think it's ridiculous, really. But the thing is...
Even you know that. I mean, come on.
No, see, the thing is it's hard to think your own accent. Because as weird as this is to, like, English people, Irish people to me sound normal. I don't know that, like I don't know that where I'm from has an accent.
Okay.
Because they just speak properly. And then the further away you go from that, the weirder
They
people
sound
speak.
weirder,
But the
okay.
weirder you speak. So like, I don't think I have an accent. I don't think actually, I've lived here long enough now that I've began to hear it. So for the
It
first,
took you a couple of years.
it's only when I go home now and I hear people go 33 and I go, oh my God, I hear it now. All my life I was like, no, that's how
Oh
you
my
say
God,
it.
that sounds so sexy, right?
It is, yeah.
Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, for me, it's not.
Arrr.
No, come on. Fucking hell, I don't find it attractive. The
Oh,
thing is,
yeah, you do. Come on.
you cheeky bastard. Come on, dude. It sounds funny. I love Irish people because they're funny. They're funny people. They're like jolly. They get pissed all the time. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
When they're in the pub, they're like cartoon characters, and that's coming
Yes.
from me, by the way.
Yeah.
They have the little, how'd you call, like the little little songs and stuff. Everybody's dancing. 'Cause I was
This
doing-
is so funny. Because you know something, if we dress you up as a leprechaun, it's very believable. You could pull that shit off.
That's what I mean. That's why it's not offensive. Fucking look at me.
I'm gonna dye that goatee green by the end of this. But your little, because you've got your orange sunglasses. If we did the mustache white and the little beard green, oh man, we were gonna hit the town after this
See,
as
that's
two
what-
Irish lads.
It's
and
not
we were gonna
offensive
clean
because
it.
it's coming from me. I look like a Looney Tune character. You know what I mean? So, but
You look. Do people tell you this, Mike? Because you're a very good looking.
Tell me,
You're
Kieran.
a
Tell me,
very
let's
good
talk.
looking man.
Yes, I am.
But you do
Oh,
look
but-
like a cartoon villain. You do. Somebody else must, because only two types of people have that goatee, right? And it's you and Disney bad guys. Like, that is it.
somebody like tying up a woman on the tracks.
Yes.
just like
That's it. Because it's only people who have it that upturned are only doing it so they can find out how
I
evil.
love doing that, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, as I'm waiting for the bus, or like where I'm on, or like whatever. Whenever I'm bored, I just like to do this.
But
It's calmed me down,
yeah. You must. You either look like a cartoon villain or a magician. You could be a magician. That is the only. It's like you shouldn't be doing anything else. If you can't do magic tricks, learn, because you've got that. You've got the goatee of a magician. And
No, I want to be Irish leprechaun.
you want to be an Irish
Yeah,
leprechaun?
I want to be. That's what I want to do. How about we do it on double act? I'll be in your lap and you'll be the ventriloquist. But midway the act, I jump and I start doing my own act as a leprechaun.
yeah.
And you'll be like, oh, bloody Jesus, I didn't know what happened to him. Top of the morning to
He's
ya.
come to life and he's Bulgarian. What the I don't know why I'm doing it the Irish accent.
Here you go, Jafar.
Look at that.
Jafar. That's so racist of you, Jacob.
Yeah.
Jafar.
See, I didn't do that. That was Jay there.
Fucking
I
hell,
didn't.
man. I hope.
But it's more Ming. It's Ming the Merciless was there as well.
Christ.
And that is it's just a bad guy's
God.
goatee. That's
Fucking
what it
hell.
is.
All right,
It's
so-
a villain's goatee.
Oh my God.
You're a good-looking man.
Thank you.
But
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Let me tell you, if you ever do commit a horrible crime,
Yes.
and people like come to people like me who've met you and go like, "Oh, did you realize he was into such horrible criminal activity?" And I'll have to be like, "Well, there were signs." Look at his fucking goatee. Look at his goatee.
Yeah, look at his fucking thing.
Of course, he's stolen
my God.
Aladdin's lamp because he's fucking look at the goatee.
Man's lamp. Fucking hell.
Sorry.
All right,
Anyway,
so-
we were
No,
talking.
it's all right, it's all right.
You think the accent's funny though?
I find it funny. I find it charming, but I don't find it sexy. My theory is, because I've been here 11 years, right? And because, when I was coming in Bulgaria, there's no diversity, right? Everybody's Bulgarian, everybody kind of looks like this. I came here
Oh, look like bad guys.
as the first, this is dodgy criminals, yeah. Steven Seagal movies, bad guys, that's us. That's pretty much, it's very accurate because they're usually Eastern European from the Balkans, right? First time I saw like a red-headed person or like all type of people, right? And genuinely for me, top 5 Irish women, I find them very attractive, right? Top 5 easy. But I discovered, in my opinion, now some might get pissed off, but listen, I'm one of you by this point, okay? I'm Irish by this point.
I'm making
okay?
you
So
an
it's fine.
honorary Irish
It's
person.
all right, so I can say whatever I want.
Yeah.
But I think that the reason I'm gonna make a reel out of this. Let's see if we can go
Yeah.
viral for the wrong reason.
I shouldn't have made you an honorary Irish person until you finish this point.
No,
No,
take it back.
don't worry, Matt. You're an honorary Irish person. Irish people should all be shot. It's just, fuck me, this is
This for the
harsher than
Patreon.
that.
We don't say that to the public. They gotta pay
Oh,
them
yeah,
to
yeah,
hear
yeah,
the crazy shit.
yeah.
Now, because I think genuinely Irish women are top 5. Like beauty-wise, they're very good looking. But I think the reason God made them that good looking is because the moment they open their mouth and they start speaking that ridiculous sounding accent, people are like, fucking hell, love. Jesus Christ. That's why Russian women as well, Eastern European, are so good looking because the accent is horrendous. Yeah.
That's
That's why God maybe she was like, listen, the moment she starts speaking, you'll be like, oh fuck, you start laughing, you'll be like, what's happening here? Oh, would you love me to suck your cock? Like, come on, that's not my boner is like, come on, bro, what are you doing here? That's why he has to make them good looking faces, like everything.
Well,
that's why.
isn't that proof? Because I would say that proof that the Irish male accent is so sexy is that we have for centuries successfully managed to convince Irish women to sleep with us, despite being statistically the ugliest men in the world. So we must
the
be
sense of humor and charm comes into it. Because that's what I've noticed. British people, no, sorry, Irish
Yeah,
people.
there you go. He's lost his honorary Irish. Because that's the word. Weirdly, if somebody Irish watching this and you had said the thing about Irish people is they all should be shot. I'm sick of them. They're ugly and stupid, and I want to kill them. They would have been like, ha, ha, this guy's having a laugh. You going, Irish people are British. Fuck that guy. Fuck you. You take that fucking back. We might be ugly or stupid or drunk. We might be ugly, stupid, drunk leprechauns, but we're not fucking British.
Fucking hell.
Don't you?
I mean, most of the people probably will be Irish watching this. Let's be fucking honest.
It's one of the things about being, because if, like, especially in like comedy circle, you talk to like people from different backgrounds and stuff. And sometimes you will meet people who are British, but like black British people or other people who've come here and got citizenship. And they're all very like, no, I'm British. Like anyone who says I'm not British, people are like, where are you from? I'm from Britain. How dare anyone say I'm not from Britain? I am British. Whereas Irish people are like, oh, you're practically British. No, I fucking amn't. I fucking am not British. You should want me to go home because I'm fucking... Be more racist towards me because I'm not one of you.
So which one do you think is the sexiest and least sexy accent then? Mine is the Irish, obviously, because you're delusional. So let's...
Yeah. I like it. I love a Welsh accent. I love a Welsh accent on a girl. Yeah. A Southern Wales, like the proper, like stereotypical, like proper Welsh accent. No, that was rubbish. Sorry. But like, that like...
Welsh accent is, to be honest with you.
No. Just, yeah.
They're all British to me, bro. I don't fucking know.
No, there's something. No, because there's still that. Like you can tell a Scottish accent.
Yeah. When somebody's trying to fucking stab me, take my money. I'm joking. It's okay, bro. Everybody likes me. It's all right.
Everybody
I'm
likes
just taking the piss. They know.
Everybody.
Come on. You cannot take me seriously. Come on.
Let me tell you something. No,
Let me tell you something. Come
you're
on.
a Disney villain, right?
I am a Disney-
I know you'll lose in the end. I've seen enough Disney villains to know you'll lose in the end. I'll tell you, there is a just to be. I should have my glasses on to be like. Actually, psychologically, there is a theory that says because people say, "Oh, funny people are sexy," but there is a genuine psychological theory that says it's not that people find funny people sexy; it's that people find sexy people funny. So, like, you know, that if you meet somebody and you're really attracted to them, the jokes they make will just be funnier. You know, so if somebody walks up to you and they're a bit of a, you know, like going, "Oh, you're very," let me tell you, why did the chicken cross the road? Whereas if somebody comes up and be like, "Hey, you're a cool guy. Why did the chicken cross the road?" You'll be like, "You're very funny now that I look into your beautiful eyes. You're
You're
very
a cool guy." The chicken crossed the road.
Well, that defines being sexy, complimenting you.
Also, it's interesting that I'm a well-respected comedian, literally couldn't think of anything other than why did the chicken cross the road. The only thing I needed an example of a joke, and the only thing that came to my mind was why did the chicken cross the road.
Oh my God.
So is the Irish accent like funny, or are we just so sexy that
But you
people
just
find us
said
funny?
the number one ugly man, Irish. What's happening here?
Yeah, but maybe that's resentful people.
I need to see who's voting on that, you know?
No, that was rejection from beautifulpeople.com. Or do you mean who's voting for?
I don't know.
Who's voting that we have the sexiest accent?
I don't know. Drunk people, probably Irish people voting for themselves.
Yeah.
I've looked at like 10 different lists online. All of them are different, but all of them, well, most of them have Irish at the top.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
How? But hold on. No. Like you just said, you know, about the sexiness and funniness. What about this? What if, because Irish women, I think they're so good looking. And when people think of accents straight away, because this is how society is, we think about women. We don't think about men. When you think about, if somebody says good looking people from Spain, you're not going to be like, "Oh, good looking lads." No, it's good looking women. Think about a French accent is attractive, I think. And you think about a French woman straight away. That's how everybody thinks, men or women. So I think because, listen, Detective Mike is on the case over here.
Look at this.
Listen.
He solved the case.
I'm telling you. Because I think because whenever they meet Irish women, they're always so good looking and stuff. And that's why, because when they think of Irish women and they're like, "Oh, I find this accent attractive or cute or like so nice." Yeah, when she's fucking massive tits and like great ass and like beautiful face, blue eyes, of course you're gonna love the fucking accent. You know what I'm saying? That's why.
Yeah.
Case solved, bro. We have 2 minutes. Final statement before we wrap this section, and he's gonna vote, by the way. And Jacob, I see you're gonna betray me this episode. I just have a feeling about this. 2 minutes to convince me.
Jacob decides, does he?
He decides, and we pass it into
He
law.
has a beautiful voice, doesn't he? Very
He's
beautiful
voice.
He's
beautiful.
a handsome man with a beautiful voice.
He is.
You vote however your heart takes you, Jacob, but you are a very, very attractive,
Hey,
cool
you're
guy.
a cool guy. Why did the chicken cross the road?
Jacob, I don't know if Jacob ever gets any visibility on it, but let me tell you, he could be the handsome prince that defeats you.
You're amazing.
Let me tell you, he could easily storm the castle, beat your pet dragon or whatever the fuck you have, garden your pot of gold or Aladdin's lamp or something.
Pot of gold.
So
Gold.
how sexy is the Bulgarian accent?
It's nice.
I don't know. I imagine Bulgarian women to be incredibly attractive, but I couldn't picture I couldn't hear a Bulgarian accent
it's like
if I wanted
European accent a little bit. I have it a little bit, but I'm mixed because like I have a bit of Scouse accent and they have a bit of American because I grew up with American television and a bit of Bulgarian, just so all the gaff. You have 1 minute. Are you gonna make your case about Irish accent, or are you gonna still fucking fluff his balls over here? What's happening?
Look, he's the one person who fucking votes. I think my case might just be fucking
How
sexy.
about the people? Then tell me. What makes it so beautiful and so sexy? Then
it's a beautiful look. We, back in the Middle Ages, genuinely the nickname of Ireland was the island of saints and scholars. We come from a lyrical land. We have given the world a disproportionate amount of great literature, great music. We have spread beauty and art through our lyrical, through our lyricism. All through the centuries. And now, of course, people are going to be attractive to us. We're fucking great. And we sound amazing.
Yes, man. Hey, what can I say, bro?
Sold me. Sold
Yeah,
me.
there it is.
And probably Irish people gonna watch this because of the cynicism. They're like, nah, fuck this guy. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. I like the little cartoon character better. All right, well, Jacob, vote.
Yeah.
Is Irish accent sexy or funny?
Sexy or funny?
Yeah, sexy or funny. Because that's the... You haven't been paying attention for the last half an hour?
Can't they be both?
No.
Okay, sexy.
Damn it.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Well, we settled it. All right, we did great. Now, let's move on to part number 2. Part number 2 is called You Get a Segment. Now, this week you have 4 segments to choose from. I explain the segments to you off camera. Once you make your selection, we explain to the people and then we can play. All right, so this week, very simple, you have 4 segments. So you have Where You From? You can have Plan Your Funeral. You can play What If or Fuck, Marry, Kill. Kieran Lawless, what you want to play this week?
I haven't really done the prep you'd wish, but let's
you should have.
let's plan my funeral for the fuck of it.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's plan my
This is
funeral.
very simple. So we at the Mike Yanek Show, we give you a budget and you have to plan your own funeral ceremony, right? You can do whatever. But we give you a budget, but you have to use all of it. Now, the budget this week, because listen, hey, we've been investing in Bitcoin since 2013, so we're making some profit now. Your budget is £5 million.
£5 million pounds.
You can whatever you want.
Wow,
but
that's a deep hole that's going to be dug. That is a fucking deep hole.
You gotta explain your whole ceremony like in detail and everything. Obviously, it can be funny, it can be sad, it can be like whatever. But you gotta spend all the money. You can choose. You can do whatever you want with the money. But you gotta spend it on your ceremony. Let's go, baby.
I don't want it to be sad. Well, actually, I do. I think what I want from my funeral, which I think is what secretly most people want, is they want to leave behind people who are incredibly sad, but who think you wouldn't want them to be sad. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
You know the way people, whenever like people are at a funeral and it's like somebody was really loved, they always go like, oh, he wouldn't want us to be crying. He wouldn't want us to be sad. I want people to say that about me, but I want them to be insanely fucking sad.
Okay.
Because I'm really sad. Really. Do you know what's weird as well? I said that thing about like, oh, digging a hole. It's so like, I come from like very rural Ireland.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm a proper countryside boy. Like, genuinely, if where I'm from, like the house I grew up in, if you go out the front door, there's literally a forest across the road.
Jesus.
Like that is it. There's no houses built. You can see like a neighbor's chimney from like through the trees in the distance.
Jesus.
Like I am from, so like even when I was like, oh, I've got like £5 million. I'll just get everyone in my village to dig a hole. I'll just boost the economy.
Yeah.
Fucking
Of the 7 people.
the
who live there.
island-aidy economy is going to be in sweet, sweet cheese. Just a huge fucking hole. People will be like, Kieran wasn't that fat. Look, we have a lot of shovels. We have £5 million worth of shovels over here. Just fucking, don't even need a coffin. Throw them in it.
Chuck him in there. Just boot him in there, lad.
By the end of it, have you ever seen, did you ever watch wrestling? As like,
I'm a massive fan. What are you talking about? He definitely hasn't watched this podcast.
No, I have.
Stone Cold Steve
you
Austin
did? Yeah.
is like fucking one of the main characters. You have Minions, Robin Williams and Flubber, Stone Cold Steve Austin and Seinfeld. Pretty much all my favorite things.
Cool.
So you have not watched this podcast at all. You don't know anything about me. And we've gigged so many times. Okay, go.
Yeah, but wrestling doesn't come up that much in
I'm a
general
massive fan.
conversation.
I still watch it, yeah.
Well, I've decided, basically what came into my head there was a buried alive match.
Yeah, explain to the people who don't know what that is.
So in wrestling, there is a match type called the buried alive match, which is usually set up where there is a grave dug over at the corner of the arena.
Yeah.
It's usually the Undertaker versus somebody.
Yeah.
The Undertaker
Always
nearly
loses.
always loses.
Yeah.
Basically always loses. In one of them, he got so badly beaten. The person who finished the match, he was just laid out like right beside the hole, and somebody did just like casually kick him in. And I thought, like, after they've dug this huge £5 million hole, somebody could just at the edge of it just nudge me in. There you go. But now that I think of it, that's what I might do. I might have my funeral might just be a massive buried alive match.
It's buried alive match.
That's what I'm going to do. Steve Austin is coming out of retirement.
Yes,
He's going to wrestle my nearly dead body
just like fucking
the end of it is going to be basically my funeral is going to be Stone Cold Steve Austin when I'm right on the edge, like I've got seconds left to live. He's going to stunner me into that fucking
Yes,
hole.
man, I love
And that would be it. You know, he probably commands a high price.
£5 million, that's around maybe, I mean, not now with the exchange rate, but by the time that happens, that's probably around $7 million. I think he'll do it for $7 million.
Oh, I think you do it. Yeah. Oh, I know. I think we'd have money to spare. I think we should have JR comment on it. By God, Kieran Lawless has been stunned to death. He's dead. And then, yeah. And then, like the Undertaker, I just want my hand just when everyone's like about to leave, my hand just appears out of the.
And to be continued then on the screen. But so hold
there'll
on.
be no continued.
Is there gonna be like your family there? Or is it just like filmed with cameras? How are we gonna do it?
Oh, my family will be there with like a sign, you know.
Like wrestling fans.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Just Lawless 360, you know. Get him, hit him with the chair. My mom is gonna, hand me like a bag of dust to throw into his eyes, and I'll just like clock him with the clothes. That'll be it. Have you ever seen?
This is brilliant.
This is really a deep cut now. I got too interested now. But have you ever seen the Bob Backlund versus Bret Hart submission match where they had towels? So it was a throw in a towel match. But the thing is, so they couldn't quit. So they couldn't tap out. The people in their corner had to throw in their towel.
Okay.
And so Bret Hart's parents were in the corner. So his mum had to be like really tragically like, throw in the towel. And it was Owen Hart and they were feuding at the time. So Owen was like, he's in pain, but I'm not going to throw in the towel. And then like his mum, throw in the towel. So that'll be my mum. Just put him in the hole. Just
Please
put him in the
don't
hole, Austin. Just let him die. And Austin be there going, no, Lou Faye's pressing me down. That'll be, that's what I want.
That's amazing.
Jerry Lawler going, look at Kieran's family's puppies. And I was like, shut up, Jerry. Yeah,
that's by far the best Plan Your Funeral we've ever done. Because we've done around 4, I think, on the show so far. This is the best by far. Because it's so simple. And all the money is going to be used. Because sometimes I give like small budgets, big budgets, or whatever. And everybody's like, oh, I want this ceremony, people crying, music, whatever.
Yeah.
You're just like, nah, I want Stone Cold to beat the fuck out of my half dead body. And just chuck me in the fucking hole.
Yeah. If anything, I want to nearly have him beaten. And then I want like, I don't know, The Rock to interfere.
Oh, wow. I don't have that much money left.
Yeah, we can't get The Rock. We can't get The Rock.
I think we need to get a loan from the Irish government for that one.
Yeah,
fucking
that's it.
bankrupt the country.
Well, maybe just somebody just really shit, I don't know.
Like a jobber or something.
Yeah. Like what's the Brooklyn Brawler doing now?
Brooklyn Brawler or Brutus.
What's the Road Dog doing now? What's Road Dog
Road
Jesse
Dog.
James doing now? They could easily come in
I
and
think
just
his background
hit
is
me with
maybe
this
Irish.
sledgehammer.
I think he has some Irish roots because I think he's from around that part of America, Boston-ish. I think, here you go. So maybe he can go back to the motherland.
You go back to the motherland.
Well, he is, American, but like Irish roots. So he come to your funeral. He can be on the mic or something, cutting the promo.
Oh,
we got 2 words for you. Suck it.
It's just, lead me to the ring. I can just, walk behind him like I'm badass, Billy Gunn. That's it. My mum with the Mr. Ass sign, but it's me and my ass. Just, that's inappropriate. That's weird.
Just a flat ass on the side. Just like...
No, I would say, fuck it. I want it to be on pay-per-view. The problem is that'll give me more money to play with.
Well, we can go
But
to your
maybe
family.
we can get The Rock then. If we give if we give the £5 million budget that we just have as a starter to get Austin, I don't know, Bastion Booger. I don't even know if he's Mosh and Thrasher. Just all that. I want the 90s guys. All the 90s
Repo
guys.
Man,
Repo Man. Fucking yes. Oh, the Repo Man.
Just carrying your dead body in the back and just leaving it in front of the pit.
Yeah.
And then, you can get the money and then we can build a whole storyline.
And then,
and after that, after we do a pay-per-view, it's going to be a massive sellout because Stone Cold fighting a real dead guy. And then we reinvest the money. Oh, what's happening here?
Oh,
Is that the prostitutes that we ordered? What's happening? Is that your phone?
That is my phone.
Well, too bad.
Oh,
Jacob,
amateur hour.
You want to bring it? We answer it. You have to answer it on my phone. That's the rule. Come on, bring the phone.
Do you know something? Could easily be my mum.
Amazing.
I don't want to go stupid name is back.
It's not. It could easily be my mom.
No worries.
Easily.
You got lucky because if it was on you, no, the rule is you can have your phone on, but you have to enter it on camera, and I have to talk with the person. That's the rule. Otherwise, you have to turn it off. You're very lucky that we gonna show respect to your privacy, and we're not gonna go through your bag. If this was in here right now,
we'd be.
And I'll do it like I'm you, like, oh, hello everyone, it's me, Kieran Lawless. Top of the morning to you.
I'd love to see how long that would last. How long that they would continue a conversation.
Oh, they were like, oh, Kieran, it's your mom. How are you doing? And I was like, I'm doing fine, mama. How are you doing? I'm here recording a podcast. I am in Britain. Oh, I know you hate Britain, but I'm here recording podcast, show business. Oh, we having potatoes in Guinness. Oh, I love me some potatoes. They steal me Lucky Charms, those bastards.
There you go. Very good Irish
reference. I told you, bro, I'm ready for the row of a lifetime.
Yeah. We don't really do Lucky Charms, though. That's an American thing.
Yeah, that's an American thing. So anyway, I was
Potato.
thinking...
Good shout.
Potatoes, yeah. I was thinking, so if we make a lot of money with the first pay-per-view, then people are going to build interest, and then we're going to do a second pay-per-view with The Rock, and then we're going to dig you out. They're going to do a match, and then we're going to have so much money, we're going to start our wrestling federation of half dead, half wrestlers. So all the wrestlers, all the retired wrestlers going to fight like people who want to die, like who are dying, and that's their like final wish, and we're going to do like a professional league, and every fucking fight is a...
Yeah, so a buried alive match where you really do bury the people alive.
And you know how it's going to end, because like The Rock is not dying, you know what I'm saying? But that guy was like barely there, over 97-year-old Paddy or whatever. Like, I think he's going to the grave.
Eventually, people can just wrestle over my dead. You know, like
your dead body.
Like a ladder match, but it's my dead body just hanging. We've dug him up for Backlash. You watched WrestleMania where we buried Kieran Lawless alive. Now he's back. And he's on a pole. It's a Kieran Lawless on a pole match. The Rock versus Austin. All over again. Who will climb the ladder to pull down his trousers? I don't know. I've lost track.
Oh my God, that's amazing. That is the best. Yeah, Plan Your Funeral by far. Amazing. Oh, so good. Is there more to that, or you want to play one more segment we have around?
Yeah,
we fucking have 8 minutes. So.
Oh. Yeah, what was the other ones?
Let's play one more quick segment. So you have what you have? You have Where You From, which is pretty much you gotta explain a little known fact or an interesting story about your place of birth and where you grew up. But apparently there's nothing there, just a house and
let me tell. I love where I'm from. I'm not. Let's not do this segment.
Okay,
but I'll give you the reason why I don't think we should do this segment. Okay. Now, I would like to say I genuinely love where I'm from. It's so nice. It's like proper green spaces. It's gorgeous. I don't want to knock it. But a few years ago, it was like the 100-year anniversary of our like village church. And they brought out like a history thing for the 100 years, like a 100-year celebration of this church. And it was filled with, people talk about, characters from the village talk about. One of the main stories, probably one of the ones that had the biggest word count. One of the examples of like the top story that had happened in my village in the last 100 years was they were moving some pigs from one field to another, and one of the pigs ran away, and then they brought it back. 2 pages, 2 full pages. It was like
we're definitely doing this segment.
It was called like The Pig That Ran. And it was just like the pig ran, and then we got it. And that was it. And that was 2 pages. And let me tell you, good story.
We're definitely not doing this segment.
Counts as interesting where I'm from.
What's the name of the place you're from?
So the village is Island 80.
Island 80?
Island 80.
That sounds okay. That's interesting.
So basically,
is that Irish lemonade?
Well, yeah, that would be better.
Island.
Well, that is because it's like Ilion Aidy, and I don't really speak Irish, but it's meant to be like the Isle of Clothes or something, because it's full of lakes, so people used to come and like wash their clothes there. So it's something like that. But the reason Irish names sound the way they do is because they all had these names that were like, oh, the Isle of something or other. And like where I'm from is a place called Mayo, and Mayo means land of the yew trees. Like, because it's all yew trees. And it's like, oh, beautiful. Like, it's land of the yew trees in Irish. But England took over and went, what is it in Irish? Muyo. That sounds a bit like Mayo. Let's just call it Mayo. And they went, Ilion Aidy, which sounds like the island of clothes. It's beautiful because of all the lakes around it. And they just went, Ilion Aidy, stupid. Island Aidy. And it's just like, that's why. So why are they so shit? Because you came and ruined our language. We had these beautiful like lyrical names. And I'm just like, nah, it's not English enough.
You know what? We should do the page. No, we should do the. There should be a cut. You know, it'll be hilarious, dude. We don't have the time, or if fucking hell, man. What we should do is right when we finish this, there's like a jump cut in this, so a massive Irish flag, and we're like dressed in balaclavas and like era, and I just like with like fucking weapons and everything.
Yeah.
Welcome to the second part of the show. We fuck the English, fuck the British. Let's go.
If only there was an English person nearby to, hey, Jacob, how you doing over there?
Hey, listen, I have
Looking very British.
I mean, listen, this might qualify as an Irish weapon, isn't it? Like,
Except it's orange. Whose side are you on?
well, yeah.
No, terrible.
All right, so you have what if or fuck, marry, kill.
What if?
You want to play what if? Okay, what if? Again with the money. Well, Mike Yanek show is crushing it. You have 4 minutes. You better be quick. What if you have £1 billion, only 48 hours to spend it? You have to spend all of it. No single purchases over 5K. Go.
Oh. So how many billion? 1 billion.
We've been smashing it lately, yeah.
Because even the math, because a billion is so much. It's like 100 million. So it's so much more than. So even just from
A billion is 1,000 million.
I was just about to say.
I meant to say it. I don't know why I say
it's way more than 100 million.
Because I think
10 times 100 million.
in my head I was going, it's even more than 100 million.
Yeah.
It's 1,000 million, and
So
then
what
I
are
just.
you gonna do then? You gotta spend it.
even-
There's no like I'm gonna give my mom fucking $500,000 or something.
But that's well, I can only
No
give her.
single purchases.
I
or
can only give her
transaction.
$5,000, even then.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Even if I was like, Mum, I'll buy your favorite shoe there for $5,000.
Shoe, just one shoe.
Just-
Your mom
yeah,
comes with a
but
massive shoe.
it's just
for
an
5K.
excuse to buy.
Just
'cause
like a massive shoe.
the thing is, because it's so much money, the logistics of having the time, because the amount of purchases for $5,000 a piece over like 48 hours, just the time spent. You wouldn't even have time to travel from place to place.
Listen, don't explain the game how I know exactly how the game works. Tell me what you're gonna spend it on. How about this? Let's make it more difficult. It's gonna be cash, and it's gonna be in that studio over there. So it's like a massive, just giant pile of
So it's just a
cash.
big. It's just
Oh, 50s.
we've raided a vault.
Don't worry how we got
Oh.
the money. Don't worry about
And
it.
let me tell you, that's a real fucking caveat that you put on it there. Have you ever tried to spend a £50 note? They won't even fucking take them.
Okay.
They have to bring out a fucking crayon and fucking draw
Half of
a dick on it.
Half of it's cash, the other half is in a card. Go. What are you gonna do? You got 48 hours and 3 minutes to finish
Yeah.
the show. So go. You better be fast.
Shit.
Hey, you said you haven't prepared. If you've prepared, this would be dead easy. Most people
It
usually
wouldn't. The
prepare.
time logistics in itself. Let me tell you.
Come on, lad.
Hey, Steve Austin, what if I paid you $5,000 a minute and it all counted as 5 different invoices? Because then you could send 5 invoices going like,
Crazy,
we're
man.
invoicing you for 7 p.m. and 38 minutes, and then we're sending you another $5,000 invoice for.
Nice. Okay, I never thought of that. That's
So I
actually
could do
quite
that
clever,
because
yeah.
because a single purchase.
Technically, yes. Yes, you can do
Because
that.
what if I like bought a Ferrari, but I was like, I'll give you $5,000 for that wheel, and I'll give you $5,000 for that wheel. How about $5,000 for the internal combustion unit? And what about $5,000 for the boot? $5,000 for the fucking front seat for the passenger seat?
But yeah, you have a lot.
And then just
more
loads of
money.
invoices, just come in. I'm good for them.
Can you calculate quickly 1 billion divided by 5K? Because by the minute, I think that's going to be a long ass match, man. I think that match going to be like 4 days or something like that.
Yeah, but I'm going to be buried alive at the end of it.
And you have only 48 hours as well.
But yeah, because I just think that I suppose you could be just on Amazon. So you could I pronounce that different than
Amazon,
I normally
yeah,
do.
yeah.
1 billion divided by 5,000 is 200,000.
200,000 minutes. Can you divide this by 60? So you see how many hours this is? Because that's going to be a lot. That's going to be the lot. You're going to set up a new world record with this match. Probably like a fucking 70.
Divided by 60 is 3.3333 thousand.
Oh, that's hours. That's 3,000 hours.
Like, so that's
a long
and you
ass
have
match.
to spend it all. Though.
Yeah,
because that's the
48
thing. You
hours.
have to spend it all. So they're like. By the way, I realized for quite a fun game of quite a fun hypothetical game, my nerdy loser brain was immediately like, "Let's do the maths." Like,
Of course.
this is why I fucking couldn't get a girlfriend in high school. They're just like, hey, Kieran, do you want to have sex with me? Well, what will be the mathematical implications of that? Like, that's what I'm like. I go, actually, this is quite logistically difficult. By just timing alone. That's how boring I am as a person.
For a fun, hypothetical game, this is quite stressful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's like, fucking hell, you know? Well, so is that it? Because we need to wrap up the show.
I mean, this
is that how you spend it? Steve
What?
Austin.
Yeah, crying.
3,000 hours of
Just, yeah.
wrestling Steve Austin.
No, I spend it crying, going, there's not enough time. That's what I do. And then I have a panic attack.
Okay.
And that's what gets me so close to death. And then I want Steve Austin to just finish me. And then it all comes full circle.
Amazing. I love the way you wrapped it. Okay, listen, thank you so much for being here. This was absolutely fantastic.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thanks so much. Now, anything you want to plug in that camera, social media, podcast, whatever, and let's get the fuck out of here.
If people could watch and subscribe to my podcast, which is called the Much Obliged Podcast. We put out an episode every Friday. It's very good and getting better. So please tune in. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Lawless Comedy. And that would be great as well.
Thank you so much. Now, everybody listening, thanks so much for watching and listening. If you're enjoying this, patreon.com/Mike Yanek. £1 a month. At this point, we have around 30 bonus episodes. And there's a special podcast I do with my missus. We have around 15 episodes out. Subscribe, tell your grandma, everybody, kiss her on the cheek. Promote this podcast, support us, follow me at Mike Yanek on all social media. And see you next week. Thank you so much. We love you. Bye. Pew!